Here's a map. Here is Les-Orres. This is where I'm located, and the inevitable twisty road down to the main road. This is the main road between Provence and Italy up there, and I'm going to be going down here today. I'm going to take off the main road, going up over here and down, and my objective is over in this area. Bonjour, hello, and welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Welcome to my usual lighting problems in my car. As you see from the intro there, I'm doing a little journey round to with a specific objective. Now, with the lake down below, like Serre-Poncon down below, the level of the water has dropped down dramatically, as it does at this time of year. And round the corner there, at the back of here, it's not that far away. As the bird flies, it's about 10 kilometres. That's it. But it's about an hour's drive. Got to go all the way around as usual in the mountains. So round there, there's actually when they created the lake, there's a village it's a village noyé, a village drowned it's called. So I've never actually been round there when the water's been this low in the lake. So I'll stop a little bit further down, do another sort of orientation, geography thing on it, and then I'll tear around there and we'll see what's happening. See what I don't know exactly. I need to find out information as I go. So here's the video, the drowned village. So I've just stopped halfway down the mountain from Les-Orres down to the lake, and I'll show you the lake just now. We'll do a quick view check as one does, and I'll show you kind of where I'm going and stuff like that. A bit more information on this. As you can see, a beautiful, beautiful clear day today. At 1 o'clock when I left, the temperature was 9 degrees, very warm day today. And you can see the contrails from the aircraft all over. They're kind of lasting a long time, which kind of shows a bit of humidity coming in at high level there. Now, I get a lot of comments from people saying, oh, the weather's always beautiful there. The weather in the mountains is extreme. It's either extremely nice or extremely bad. Very rare for it to be anything else in between hand. And one statistic down in the Alps here is that we get 300 days of sunshine a year. So there you go. Right, looking across towards Ubaye, which is the little mountain up behind here, and down to the lake, and you can see the lake is dry down here. Now, just over to the right of screen is where the plan d'eau is, the sort of playground part of the lake that keeps its water all year round. They've got it all dammed up and stuff. And just looking down towards the lake, I'll zoom in, and you can see, as I say, I've done a few videos down here when it's had water on it, but at this time of year, it's only just down the bottom end there. The bridge down there is the main road to Gap. And just before it, on the left out of sight, just beyond that little hill there, that little mountain, is Savine-le-Lac, which I'll go down to. And just before the bridge, I turn left and then head over the next mountain behind here, which actually skips around the back of this tall mountain, and then I drop down to where I'm headed for today. So here we go, let's go and have a wee look around. The road to Les-Orres from down below basically goes for 15 kilometres and then stops dead at Chemois. Now, this means that anytime I go anywhere, I drive the road that I'm driving now, and I get a beautiful view of the lake on the way down. Each time I go down, I can see whether it's emptying, whether it's filling, whatever's happening with it. And as I say, it's very, very low just now, a lot lower than I've seen it for a long time. So this is what's inspired me to go and see if this hidden village, this drowned village, is actually accessible and visible. I don't know, it's something I'm trying to find out for myself. Just as things transpire globally, I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm going out visiting places, I'm going out seeing stuff, I'm doing my own tourism stuff whilst there's nobody about, or whilst there's next to nobody about. So just heading down here and see bits and pieces of it through the bushes, the trees. There's the lake ahead, and this is the view I have every time I come down here. Savin-le-Lac. This is just a little village, a little nautical playground village in the summer, and I'm still on the main road here, but just about to turn off at the bottom of the village here. So just a couple of bits of information. When the lake is full, it's one of the largest lakes in France, one of the largest lakes only in France. Obviously Lake Geneva is half France, half Switzerland, or Lac Léman as it's known. So there's a statistic on the lake here. When it's emptiest like this, not so sure, it looks to me to be about 20 meters or so below its top level. The altitude when it's full is just under 800 meters altitude, which is just over 3,500 feet above sea level. So we're still quite high up in the mountains here. Just down the bottom here, there's a motorbike ahead of us, and just that building on top of him sort of thing is where I'm going to be making a left turn there. So you can see the beautiful colours, beautiful reflection of the sky, the blue of the water. It's a fantastic place. Here's someone hitching a lift. That must be very, very difficult in the current climate. So yeah, unlucky lad. So just down to the lake here, that's the bridge to the right of us there, and yeah, the motorbikes are coming out now as well with the nice weather. So I'm going to head up here now. So I've just stopped at the side of the road here just before I reach the top and then carve back down the other side to my objective of the day. You can see behind the views around the mountains and stuff, absolutely beautiful here. There's so many tourist things that you can do around these parts. Just beyond the car there, I've actually been up there once, is Mount Colombis, which is it's got loads of antennas and stuff up there, so I wouldn't really be wanting to do any radio stuff up there. But oh, here comes a bike, and yeah, so one of the things here, and I'm sure I've done a video on it before, if I have, I'm going to put a link in now on the top right, and you can see up here a natural phenomenon that occurs is Demoiselle, go on bike, Demoiselle coiffée, women with hairdos, ladies with hairdos. And you see it makes these strange rock formations where underneath a large rock or a large bush with collective roots under, you get these pillars, or hoodoos as they're called in some countries, but there's a lot of these around the Southern Alps here as well. So let's have a little look over the edge and we'll see a little view check down here too. This is just a beautiful spot, and normally it'd be packed out with tourists just now, but obviously at this point in time, no. So you can see down here, this is where the lake actually carries on down to the there's little enclaves and bit, but round the left there it continues down to the dam and hydroelectric. France is big on hydroelectric power, And just through the trees here you can see the beauty of it, the colours and stuff. I'm going to head on up the road here now and go on with the primary objective. But again, just looking back here, if I zoom in slowly and hopefully not get too much reflection of the sun, you can see a whole line of these things up there. Hopefully I've still got the video on that. So just a little bit further round, Mount Columbus up there, or there. And just down in the distance here we can see the dam at the bottom of the lake, which leads to a slightly smaller lake and then to the water systems that go down to the Camargue area behind Marseille, Aix-en-Provence and places like that. Now, just thought I'd stop here. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot, and I'm not the only one here. Company with some pretty nice equipment. Honda Goldwing, I believe, 1800, 6-cylinder, and another, and a VMAX, I think. Pan-European. Some beautiful, beautiful equipment there. How's that for a scene? So I've just passed a little village at the top there, 1050 metres. It's 250 metres above the lake in altitude, about 900 feet higher. And we're looking at the bottom of the lake here with the dam just over to the left there. And you can see some stuff that's come off one of the rivers at the side here. But where this is the bottom of the lake, there's a little side bit here, which is where I'm heading up off to the side, if I can avoid this tree. And you can see a couple of rampways and things set up for summer for people to play on and whatnot. And just heading round, and it's a little bit further round to the left here. So I'm going to head down. This is the road that I'm taking just ahead of me here. Round here, it goes round here, round another hairpin, doubles back, does all this stuff. Usual mountain road stuff. Great fun to drive. Not far from where I'm headed now. There's a place on the left there, a junction, Pontus. That's one of the places where I took my antennas up for the very first time. Now, I'm going to just have a little look in here in a second. As I say, I'm doing this first time, so I don't know what to expect here. Go on a little bit. So just looking back here and trying to get a point between bikes as I speak. There's a lot of bikes about today. Okay, so just now I'm kind of looking south, and you can see, looking across the other side, just how low the water is. It would normally be almost lapping up on the greenery at the top of the screen there. So a good 20 metres down, and just headed round, you can see again evidence of how low it is. That's actually a floating pierway for boats and things, well high and dry now. And one of the sort of playground areas, camping areas, boating places across the far side. So down below us here is this village, Village Noyer, the drowned village. It's not really much to see, but you can make out old roads, bits of buildings and things. There's been a couple of rocks on the left there that have tumbled down from the mountain to the left as well. So this is obviously where this used to be. You can see, oh, let's have a look over there. Yeah, so just to the, get my bearings. Again, working viewfinder and naked eye, not always the easiest thing to do. And you can see bits of buildings that have been left behind. They're now buried in mud mostly. So the mud, incidentally, if we actually do a zoom in down below me here, you can see how dry it's been recently. The actual cracking of the mud of the bottom of the lake at this point. So people have obviously been having fun with four-wheel drive vehicles with all sorts. You can see all the tyre marks and things, people donutting and whatnot. So across the far end there as well, it's a popular place when it's dry like this for people to be walking about down there. Zoom in again, we can see, yeah, nice little exercise and zoom in the camera. There's someone out for a walk. I'm not going to go down there because I don't really have the time. It's way, way bigger than it looks, as is most of the stuff in the Alps here. Now, before I finish up on this scene, just heading up the valley here, you get to all the high mountain passes, the Col de la Bonnet, the Col de Vars, all of the big high passes. They're all closed just now, not quite open yet for winter. They'll still be well caked in snow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on down the road here to, there's a little bridge that crosses over this at the very end of it, and there's a little one-way system going round it. You go round the side of this mountain on the way away from us, and coming back you come through a little tunnel, and pretty novel little system of one-way system, a way of getting round that mountain escarpment or whatever. So that's to the drowned village, as it were. Okay, so that's a little video for today. I don't know if I'm disappointed with that or what. It's more or less what I've expected to see, and you can see how near the water is to where it was. So I've missed out on that in times gone past when the water's not been quite so low. So that's it, village drowned, and a little trip round the mountain, about an hour's drive away from home. Lovely day to do it. Can't really beat it. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Keep subscribing, and until the next video, ciao. Remember, think safe, be safe.